Just stoke the fire.
I don't think you
Take
were
a seat
followed.
and get the
This is a
Come on,
local
I have a
favorite
plan.
and one of the first songs I ever learned. Ragnar the Red.
Barkeep, I'd like a
There
drink.
once was a hero
Of
named
course.
Ragnar the Red who came
Thanks.
riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
clashing and slashing of steel as the brave lass Matilda charged in full of zeal.
You're not coming?
Braggart named Ragnar was boasting.
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
So what's your plan? How do I infiltrate the Thalmor embassy?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Who's this contact of yours? You're sure I can trust him?
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties.
How am I going to get into this party?
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
Once I'm inside the embassy, then what?
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
I'll see you in Solitude after I meet Malborn.
Sounds good. Be careful.
So, looks like we're going to a party. And what makes it more interesting is that there's going to be a little heist or thievery work while we're there. Ooh, spicy. It's kind of like in some of the stories I used to read. Classic espionage.
You seem rather light-hearted about this.
And you aren't? It's a party. A Thalmor one. But they'd still have the finest wine. And the most exquisite food. A good break from what we've been eating recently. I also think you probably know this by now, but I'm not all gloom and dreary. I do have interests, and two of them just happen to be high-end parties and alcohol.
Alcoholic.
Oh, and you're a saint? Come on now. I enjoy the pleasantries of life. Nothing wrong about that. What now? Just you and me against the world now. Not that I'm complaining. Yes, Dragonborn? I could really bury myself in a good book right about now.
We drink to our youth, to days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done. We'll drive out the storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere. Need something?
Our mutual friend sent me.
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
I'm ready. Here's what I'll need.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Hey, so... I know we only got one invitation to the party, but do you think I could still come too? Maybe I could use a charm spell on the manor guard, or perhaps I could just use my arcane arts to sneak past everyone.
Sorry, I don't think that would work out.
Alright then. If I could ask a favor though, do try to bring home some fine Colovian brandy. I really would appreciate it. I'll wait here, at the inn. Just don't take too long, okay?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Yes, Malborn's all set.
Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside. You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy?
I'm ready. Keep the rest of my things safe for me.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
A fellow latecomer to Elenwen's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late.
Please, you first.
I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please?
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my thigh, etc., etc.
I'm just doing my duty, sir. Everything's in order. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, yes. Now, to find myself a drink.
Guests are advised to remain inside the embassy.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
Between the dragons and the stormcloaks, my coffers are running dry.
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please,
Madam
tell me more
Ambassador,
about
I'm
yourself.
so sorry
What
to
brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the Arenthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
With the soldiers all fighting in the war, there's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel has become dangerous.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day.
I'd like a drink.
Here you go, sir. The finest Colovian brandy. Is there anything else I can get for you?
Is it good fortune? The blessings of the divines? Who knows?
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
What brings you to this party?
You must be new around here. Bad manners to ask such a direct question at one of Elenwen's little soirees. But I have nothing to hide. I'm in from the south on business. And if you want to do business in Tamriel these days, well, you'd better get used to cozying up to the Thalmor, like it or not.
So they can save us from the dragon's threat.
I need another drink.
Are the dragons frightening your people as much as they're frightening mine?
I've spent many hours in
Have you tried the wine? It's better than anything in the Blue Palace.
These are troubling times indeed.
Enjoying the party?
Very much so, yes. Elenwen's parties are always so elegant. She really has impeccable taste. My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Venison with bittergreen sauce that we had at the last party. That was delicious.
I couldn't agree more. By the way, have you heard any interesting rumors lately?
I've heard those mages up in Winterhold have been trying to figure out how many dragons there are in Skyrim. They seem to think it's at least a dozen, but I'm sure
I trust that this is just the beginning of a long and mutually beneficial relationship.
Do you host these parties often?
Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury is sharing that luxury with those who can appreciate it. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors.
Travel has become dangerous of late.
I couldn't have said it.
I can see you spared no expense.
It's been some time since I've had
Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests.
What does your position as Thalmor Ambassador involve?
One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
I've never quite understood exactly what the Justiciars do.
The Thalmor Justiciars are so often misunderstood. Our primary goal is to preserve the peace between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. The worship of the false god Talos contributed to the unfortunate friction that led to the Great War. Following the Great War, the White Gold Concordat set out the terms for peaceful coexistence between the two powers. The Empire and the Dominion agreed that the worship of Talos was a relic of the past and must be eliminated in the interests of peace. But I'm sure you didn't come here for a lecture on high politics.
I can scarcely feed the staff
Do
in my
enjoy
palace.
yourself.
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately, grappling with that problem.
These are troubling times indeed.
One thing everyone can agree on. This war is bad for business. Come and visit me in
The
Solitude
Grey Quarter in
sometime.
Windhelm is little more than a slum. It's shameful that the dark...
I couldn't agree more.
The Great War is long past.
Have you heard any
It's time
interesting
the
rumors
Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion put aside their differences. Prosperity is good for everyone.
...and the Battleborns in Whiterun has grown ugly. Frolia Greymane is convinced that the Battleborns have abducted one of her sons.
We've got our hands full dealing with the storm.
I don't recall seeing you at one of these before, and I know everyone who's anyone in Skyrim.
Troubling times indeed.
What brings you to this party?
To maintain relationships. By the way, I don't know who you are, but unless you want me to blow your cover, I'd advise that you avoid me for the rest of the party.
It's been a
Until
brutal
next
winter.
time.
I can't remember the last time it was this cold and for this long.
I'll not argue that. Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Have you visited Rorikstead lately? No matter how harsh the winter, the crops that grow there never falter. Even when every other farm in the hold is barely scraping by, the harvest at Rorikstead is always
The hospitality of the Thalmor Embassy is at your service.
The blessings of the divines? Who knows?
See that disgusting
One
drunk
thing everyone
there?
can agree on. This war is bad for business.
Empire Company, believe it or not.
Many hours in council meetings lately.
If the parties bore you, why attend them?
These are troubling
The East Empire Company has interests all across Tamriel, inside and outside the
It's been a
Empire's
brutal
borders.
winter. I
We
can't
try not to
remember
get
the last
involved
time
in
it was
politics.
This cold and for this long.
However, as the head of the company, it's my job to make sure we maintain good relationships with prospective partners and investors.
Well, I did hear that the Argonians...
Does your
have
company do
demanded
business with the
city of
Thalmor?
Outlaws of Windhelm.
A
They're only
delicate
allowed on the
question,
city
to be
docks
sure.
now. Most of them
I'm the
seem to get
Emperor's
along
cousin,
one
and
day.
the Empire has
Forest
little
Rangers.
love for the Thalmor. On the other hand, the Thalmor have considerable funds and are looking to expand their shipping. I haven't signed any deals yet, but I'm sure my cousin would want a cut if I do. What better way to soothe his wounded pride?
Luck, a worthy hero will step forward.
Come
to
and
solve
visit
all
me
our
in
problems,
solitude sometime.
just like in the tales of old.
For the man who knows how to make money, war can be a most profitable venture.
What brings you to this party?
You must be new to Skyrim, or you'd already know who I am. I have a stake in most anything of importance in solitude. I feel that it's time to put aside the grievances of the past and let peace and prosperity flourish between the Empire and the Aldmeri Dominion. I try to do my little part. Besides, just between you and me, it's making me pots of money.
You sound like quite the businessman.
But not every Nord is obsessed with strength, honor, and skill at arms. A rare few are born with a gift for making money. My investments are my strength, and my wealth is my weapon. As for honor, well, there are some luxuries even I can't afford. Very well, then. There's a likely-looking filly, even if she is an elf. You there, serving girl. What's your name, dear?
Ah, Brayless, sir. Do you need a drink? Something to eat?
No, that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just wanted to get a better look at you. I like what I see, my dear. And believe me, I don't say that to everyone. I'm very discriminating when it comes to the female form.
Ah, thank you, sir. Was there anything else I could do for you?
Oh, not at the moment. Maybe later. Don't go far.
Yes, sir.
Are you enjoying the party?
As much as can be expected, yes.
Splendid. Call if you have need of me.
Ondolamar is the commander of the Thalmor in Markarth.
Are the dragons frightening your people as much as they're frightening mine?
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
These are troubling times, indeed.
I hope you're enjoying yourself, sir.
I'd like a drink.
I'm sorry, but I think you've had enough for the moment.
Soldiers all fighting in the war. There's nobody to hunt down the bandits. Travel
Did
has
you
become
see that serving girl? I hear elf women are insatiable.
well.
Maybe I can talk to her for you, see if she's interested.
Not long ago. There were
Really?
several Khajiit camped
Yes,
outside
maybe
the
that
walls of
would be
White
just the thing.
Seems they've been traveling
She seemed to
around
be
the
playing
whole
hard to
Skyrim
get when I
for
spoke to her
years.
earlier. Go on.
Got to
See what
admire
she
their
says.
courage. Doing
Now
something
you've
like
gone and
that
gotten
with
my hopes
dragons
up
on the
again.
loose and a war going on.
What can I get for you?
It's been a brutal winter. I can't remember the last time it was this cold.
That fellow over there asked me to talk to you.
I'll not argue that.
Oh, Erica, right? He was talking to me earlier. I could tell what he was
did see
after.
something interesting
I
on
hate
the wall.
working these parties. Some of the guests are nice, but there's always a few like Erica. Please tell him to leave me alone, politely. I'm sure you'll have better luck getting through to him than I would.
You've got to admire their courage. Doing something like that with dragons on the loose and a war going on. We've got our hands full dealing with the Stormcloaks.
Have you talked to Brayless yet? I'm not a patient man, you know.
We must keep faith in ourselves and the Divines.
Yes. She wants you to leave her alone.
What? That little tease? Leading me on and turning cold at the last minute? I don't think so. So, you think you can toy with me, is that it? No, my dear, I have my heart. Oh, don't worry, I'll let you make it up to me. Now, where can we go for a little privacy, hmm?
No, I'm sorry, but I can't go anywhere with you. I won't. Please, I must get back to my duties.
Don't you dare walk away from me, you slut! Do you know who I am?
Please, sir, leave me alone.
Now you're going to be sorry you crossed me.
Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Servant girl has been throwing herself at me in a most disgusting manner.
Is that so, Erica? And you with such delicate sensibilities. It must
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
salutary effect. Take her downstairs.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
Who comes, Malborn?
It's not true.
You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
You must...
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
It's been a brutal winter.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Well, I did see something interesting not long ago. There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun.
Hurry it up.
Seems they've been
Gotta
traveling
get back
around the
before I
whole of
missed.
Skyrim peddling their wares.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about all the dragon attacks. Ah, good. I've been wondering how we were supposed to defend this place from a dragon. If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds.
need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less offensive.
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's... Hawked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end.
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to. Master Rolandil will ask the questions.
Let's begin again.
No, for pity's
You know the
sake.
rules.
I've already told you everything.
Start at the beginning, as usual. If you persist in this stubbornness,
I was
I'll
just
have...
catching my breath. Why wouldn't I tell you again? I don't even know anything. There's an old man. He lives in Riften. He could be this Esbern you're looking for, but I don't know. He's old and seemed kind of crazy. That's all I know.
And his name is...
I don't know his name. Like I've already told you 100... Ah!
You know the rules. Just answer the questions. Is someone there?
Ah!
Huh? No!
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Traitor.
Dead already.
Move. Someone's going to hurt.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
I'm not here to torture you.
What? Who? What do you want then?
No time to explain. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
They grabbed me in Riften. They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn questions.
You go ahead. I'm not done here.
No problem. Thanks for springing me. I owe you. Look me up in Riften if you make it out.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
You gotta help me. Please.
Come on, you'd better get out of here.
Oh, thank you. I don't understand what's happening. I can't stay here. What will I do now?
That takes care of that.
Maybe this is a way out. Maybe this is a way out.